Even in Annan, even Nallavan, Idi en Veedu, there is no copula in Tamil. Tamil avoids passive structures. There is a dissertation by G. Monikam, who has written extensively on passives in Tamil. Kadavu tirandadu, kannadi udaindadu, though we talk about it as impersonal, passive and all that, there is no proper kadavu tirakkapattadu we don't say in Tamil. We say kadavu tirandadu, kannadi udaindadu. So Tamil avoids passive structures. And another one important point of Tamil syntactic feature is it simplifies the use of suffixes, both for human beings, animate and inanimate objects we use tu. Avan vandadu, அவள் வந்தது, நான்கு மாடுகள் வந்தது, நான்கு மாடுகள் we use both for singular, plural, for feminine suffix and masculine suffix, the same suffix. As both colloquial Tamil and Butler English adopt the techniques of simplification and reduction, the syntactic features are very similar. I just list out the items where we find similarities and give one or two examples, though I have extensively quoted. Omission of nouns or pronouns as subject or object. Parishai eludinen, nalaiki varuvan. Nalaiki avan varuvan. We don't say avan is omitted. So subject is omitted here. Subject or nouns or pronouns are omitted. Na parichai eludhinan, exam wrote. We don't say he wrote the exam. Nalaiki varuvan, we don't say avan nalaiki, avan TV vanginan. It's a problem with Tamil speakers, and that's why they tend to omit articles when they write English also. This we do analyze in the error analysis in classroom situations. Avan TV vanginan instead of avan oru TV vanginan. We omit articles in colloquial Tamil. Same way Butlers also omit. I quote from Butler English. That is for Candy's job. Outside door instead of outside the door. That is for Candy instead of that is a for Candy. Omission of prepositions. Tamil has only postpositions which are part of the nouns most times. Example, எனக்கு கொடுத்தான், ரூமில் உள்ளது. Tamil does not have prepositions. Butler English, now I am barbecue section. I am in this section. Yes, for this line, porter, as a porter. So preposition is omitted both in colloquial Tamil and Butler English. Omission of copula. இது எங்க ஊரு. Instead of telling இது எங்க ஊராக இருக்கிறது, இது எங்க ஊரு, இது என் வீடு. Okay. Waiter, I got, I telling. Waiter, I got, I am telling. I always reading Bible bedtime instead of I am reading always. Then omission of plural suffix. Absence of possessive suffix. We always say Ammu Vedu instead of Ammu's house. Ammu Vedu. Vijay Padam instead of Vijay's movie. In Butler English also the same is used. Butler work it is instead of Butler's work it is. Master friends also like my food. Master's friends it should be. Absence of concordinal suffix. There is no agreement between subject and verb. I have got examples. Then auxiliary is absent in negative sentences. I read நான் அங்கே போகலே. In Butler English, not grind so much, I not go there instead of I don't go there. I do not go there. I no read some picture books instead of I do not read some picture books. Then double negation. அவன் இங்கே இல்லவே இல்லை. We say in Tamil, அவன் இங்கே இல்லவே இல்லை, வரவே இல்லை. Double negation. Same is the case with Butler English. No, I did not got no son. He is not made nothing, madam. Question formation without inversion. நான் கதை சொல்ல முடியும், நான் என்னம்மா சொல்ல முடியும். In question and statement, the same word order is followed in Tamil. I quote from Butler English. What I can tell ma, another story. Why, what you get for me, what I do, which you want to learn. There is no inversion. Word order in indirect questions I just list out. Then question tags for everything we use in Tamil. Illaya, the same has been followed by butlers, isn't it? No. The English translation of Ilaya is no, naturally. So they keep telling, I quote, English speaking Sahib is all gone, no. Becoming thick, no. Then I have got others like imperatives, both with and without subject. Ni mudalil inge va. Usually in English we don't use the subject. From Butler English, you first grind chicken. They use the subject, which is not normally followed in standard English. I read the conclusion alone. Though Shukart and Priya Hosali call Butler English a pidgin and say that it shares many common features with other pidgins, having juxtaposed the syntactic similarities between Tamil and Butler English, the investigator has substantiated her argument that it is Tamil which is behind the syntactic peculiarities of Butler English. Generally, pidgins are the byproducts of the growth of European commerce and power in the rest of the world. They are simplified forms of speech used in contact with the native population. I quote from Holiday, 1959. They are simplified or improvised varieties of a base language. Or in other words, they are simplified rule-governed systems whose rules cannot be predicted from those of the base language. Here the base language is English. If a contact language and its rules are not like the base language, then naturally they should be like the mother tongues of the speakers, who by necessity adopt a few norms from their own tongues and a few norms from their superiors' tongues. Such a situation is better explained by a well-known linguist called Lee Page in his book called Personal Communications 1981. These speakers may have a knowledge of a repertoire of two systems. One of these may be a fairly stable pidgin which does not make use of inflections nor of copular constructions, while the other one is more like standard English. It may be that informants are more at home in the pidgin variety but have some partial knowledge of a more standard system. So what Page refers to as a fairly stable pidgin is nothing but colloquial Tamil. Selinger also comes to our rescue when he calls Butler English an interlanguage, which will have some features of the mother tongue and some features of the base language. And thus different people give different names to Butler English as semi-pidgin, trade language, broken language, link language, interlanguage. But Ferguson associates it with foreigner tongue and baby talk. Contact languages and pidgins are like the early stages of language acquisition. It is proposed by Rizzi, Paul Bloom and other theoreticians in the field of language development that children who are exposed to a null subject language can switch their grammars to pro-drop and topic drop. Thus, say 2-year-olds acquiring Italian and Chinese tend to omit subjects far more frequently than 2-year-olds acquiring English. I quote from Bates, Valian and Wang. Based on the same theory of language development, we can also conclude that the Tamil-knowing butlers of Madras tend to be more influenced by the syntactic peculiarities of Tamil than by any other linguistic processes. Thank you.
It was a very interesting presentation, and I would call it a good pilot study for further extensive research on the